Okay, so my husband and I have been invited to the beta of ESO again, and I am going to try and do some actual screen recordings of playtime. Now, the beta's not till this weekend, so I figured why not try it out with World of Warcraft, which is something I've spent a little bit of time playing. This is my main character. I do have 2 level 90 characters at this point. I think the main reason that I've pretty much stopped playing World of Warcraft is because once you get really high level, there's so much grinding. Like, you have to do the same dungeon over and over and over again to get the equipment that you need to get even further along. They did some really cool things when they released Mist of Pandaria. There was a lot of good gameplay with that, but then it ended up being a lot of the same repetitive things over and over again. So I just, I have a life, I have a job. It is very difficult to play this game the way that you kind of want to play. Let's see if I can find. You can see my character's a little decked out. I am nowhere near as epic as most people are. I'm actually gonna go back to town so I can show you a little bit about, playing World of Warcraft. I think that was my husband right behind me over there. And usually this loads pretty fast. I think it's a little bogged down with the fact that I am recording this right now. But it should be a little bit faster when I'm playing ESO because I'll know some of the settings that I can do. This is the main town in Mist of Pandaria. You can see that, it's a pretty stinking big place. Now, I am currently on my old computer right now. Since we are moving, I haven't unpacked the wonderful new computer my husband got me for Valentine's Day. And it's got a brand new, lovely graphics card and everything. So the stuff that I record for the beta won't necessarily be as fast and as nice as the actual gameplay really is. This is where you go to transmog your stuff. But once the game actually stops, I'll have my new computer unpacked, and I'll be able to play on that a little bit and show you how amazing ESO really is. This is the bank. You can see, and this is kind of what I was talking about a little bit about ESO. Their bank is so limited. Their bags are so limited. If you see how much stuff that you have in World of Warcraft, this almost pales in comparison to what potentially you're going to need for doing just a few things in ESO. And so you can see, like, I've done a lot of cooking and things in this. My character is mainly jewel crafting and that kind of thing. But yeah, this is a lot of space, and I've worked really hard. My husband's worked really hard on getting enough bags that I have enough space for these kind of things. But that's what we have there. I am a little sad to be giving up World of Warcraft because we do have a full level 25 guild. It's something I've worked on very, very hard, and the people in the guild are my friends. And I'm hoping to recruit some of them over to ESO, but I think they're pretty diehard and are going to stay where they're at. So far with ESO, they haven't had a lot to do with pets. There are a lot of things that you can do with your horse, but it's pretty much, this color horse, that color horse. One of the things I do really love about World of Warcraft is the ability to change your mounts. And by the time you are a level 90 character, you have some pretty cool mounts. I mean, you have to work really hard to get this Talbook. I'm not even sure I said that properly. And because I have my jewelry crafting so high on my other character, I actually have made the close friends of mine and my husband these wonderful jewel panthers, which is not an easy feat. I mean, It took a few of us working really hard to make these. I wonder if I can find my husband anywhere near here and he'll have his. But I have a yellow one, he has a blue one. And if you look, you can see that there are just so many mounts that you can get. I mean, just everything. And I truly wonder if this is something that ESO is going to work on. Because it really is fun. It makes you feel unique. Oh, there's my husband. To be able to have so many different, you know, unique mounts. It makes you feel like when you're in the middle of a war that you're special in your own little way. And people kind of know, hey, this is the mount that I primarily use. This one is actually one that we bought, but I think we bought this one because it was a charity thing, so that was pretty cool. I'm gonna go on the ground and see if I can do the mount special for him. Roar. So that's pretty cool. And of course there are lots of pets in this. And it was kind of cool with Miss Pandaria where they got to the point that you could actually battle your pets. I have it filtered just my battle pets, my favorites. But I have 119 different pets, so that's kind of a crazy thing. I mean, you can see there are just tons, and I have nowhere near as many as there truly are in this world. And it really is fun to run around and, you know, just battle pets. I haven't got very far with it, but like I said, my work kind of kicked up and I didn't have a whole lot of time for doing these kind of things. All right, then we're going to do a dungeon. He'll queue us up. And I do play a tank. I really like being a tank. And I mean, that's how easy it is. If you play DPS, then you're not going to get into a dungeon nearly as fast. He plays a healer and I play a tank, and with that combo, we're pretty quickly into just about any dungeon.